Hi, my name's Adam. Welcome to Seer. Let's get you navigating our financial vulnerability insights and creating your own insights. When you first log into the Seer platform, you'll arrive at the Suitcases page. This is where the data and insights you create and access will live, grouped inside project folders called Suitcases. The three tabs of the Suitcases page are Private, Shared, and Pre-packed. Private is where you'll find suitcases that only you can see and access. There are 2 suitcases here for you already, but you will be able to create as many as you need. Shared is where you'll find suitcases that you have shared with others or that others have shared with you. And pre-packed is where you'll find suitcases that Seer has created or pre-packed for you, like the Financial Vulnerability Insight suitcase, which we can click on to open. Beneath the suitcase title is a description of the purpose of the suitcase and some of the data sources included. Scrolling down, we see 12 separate insights into specific themes of financial vulnerability. We'll take a look at the first one, which looks at people employed in vulnerable industries. Here you can see the data included in this insight set out in a table. The number of people employed in the 3 industry divisions of accommodation and food services, arts and recreation services, and retail trade are shown for each state or territory and for Australia overall. Next is the total number of people employed aged 15 years and over, and finally the percent of employed people who are employed in those 3 industries. When we click to the chart view, you can see at a glance which states have the highest percentage of people employed in these industries. What's interesting here is that other territories category is the highest. This figure will include data from Australian territories such as Torres Strait Islands and Norfolk Island, where a high percentage of the workforce will be employed in industry sectors underpinned by tourism. This national snapshot is fine, but you might want to drill down to specific areas that are more relevant to you. Because this is a pre-packed suitcase, we're not able to make changes to the insight straight away. Instead, we're going to make a copy of this pre-packed suitcase in our private suitcase area. And to do this, we're going to navigate back to the Financial Vulnerability Insight suitcase by clicking on the suitcase name at the top of the page, and then within the Actions menu, select Duplicate. You'll see now that this copy of the Financial Vulnerability Insight suitcase is saved within our private suitcase area. You can click on the heading to rename the suitcase, and you can also click to edit the suitcase description. Now when we go back into the first insight in the suitcase, there's a new button above the Insight table called Edit Insight. This button takes us to the screen where we can view and edit the data contents of the insight. On the left side of the screen is the data collection that we've queried and the variables and categories that we've used in our query. On the right side of the screen is the results of our query and the insight table that we add our results to. We're going to adapt this insight for the local government area of the Gold Coast in Queensland. To do this, open the Where menu and select Local Government Area, and then click the Where menu icon again to close. We can see the results for the Gold Coast have been added to our results area and to our insight table as well. We can also add the neighbouring local government area of Brisbane the same way. Finally, we might like to remove those states and territories that we don't need for our insight, which we can do by deselecting those states and territories from the States and Territories menu. We can also view the changes we've made to the chart by clicking on the Chart View tab. And save the changes we've made to the insight by clicking on Save Insight. You've created your very first insight. You can now explore the other pre-packed insights and edit them to suit your needs. Access our Help section to view frequently asked questions, or book a session with a data strategy advisor who will help you continue your data journey.